in our space, what are you following? What's got you excited at the moment?
The thing that's probably got me, look, it is in tech, which won't be a surprise, and it is in AI, which won't even be a bigger surprise. But it's not so much about the AI tech; it's about the recreation of business models.
Mhm.
I don't think we've had it with there's a lot of thought leadership out there around this AI versus this AI and what's happening with ChatGPT and what's happening with this and this. But I'm less interested in that. What I'm really interested in is that there is some pretty big economic shifts which I think are going to happen in business models and how organizations structure and organize themselves and how businesses are created. And I just think there's a whole bunch of businesses that haven't even been created yet, which will no doubt impact our sector, but many others. And so I'm just concerned with that as to, well, what are those new opportunities for existing businesses to grow and evolve into new businesses, or for businesses that haven't even started or conceived yet to build their own. And I guess the thing that fascinates me about wealth management is our value chains haven't shifted a lot. If I look at my 21 years in the industry, it's kind of the same
Yeah.
to how it
Yeah.
operates. And I'm just really curious and almost obsessed with not missing these once in a generational sort of shifts that come with a bit of new tech about, well, what is that next thing? So that's what I'm driving my business partners crazy with at the moment.
Yeah. And do you find like your brain probably works a bit like mine? You can think up all these new different ways, and every time you have a thought, you're like, I just wish I had the time to like just go down that path and then that one and then that one and that one, see where each of them led. But you just you just don't have the time to.
Yeah, I mean, I made the fatal mistake of coming back from work after the holidays and just jumping on the treadmill full pace day to day. I
Yeah.
should have come back with the incognito mode switched on for a day or two just to grapple with
Yeah.
that. But look, I'm the wonderful thing is I'm surrounded by a bunch of very pragmatic, realistic implementers at Finura,
Mm.
and so they're always the ones thinking that next step ahead of me, which is great. But at the same time, it's my job to push and sort of
Yep.
say, okay, but how about this? So, but what I would say is that because our company is still quite young, we're only 4 years old, which actually feels old to me. I still feel like we're a brand new company, but we're not as young. But there's no sacred cows. We're not really wedded to a business model, and I think that
Mm.
our sector, I think a lot of businesses have been going a long, long time, and whether they like it or not, they're quite entrenched to a legacy way of doing things, and
Yeah.
they all say they want to disrupt themselves from within, but that's pretty brutal to do it yourself. I'm not hearing many stories of people walking away from revenue at the moment. So I think for me, if I look at my journey and our company's journey, it's really about seizing this opportunity whilst we're still relatively small.